When you think of the Empire State, many images come to mind, depending on your temperament and life story. Perhaps you think of the titans of Wall Street, finance, fast money, and secret power. Maybe you think of the incredibly dense and diverse concrete jungle of America's most populous town. Or, like us here at Old Money Mansions, perhaps you gasp and marvel at the stunningly breathtaking opulence of the American Gilded Age, exquisitely preserved in architecture all around New York State. You see, here's the thing. Not many eras in history pack the same glamour and garish punch as the American Gilded Age. This was a time spanning from roughly the 1870s to the 1900s, when vast fortunes were amassed, and the newly minted American tycoons, these titans of industry, found themselves flush with more wealth than they could ever dream of. Indeed, this age saw a magnificent rise in opulence, with the super-wealthy erecting colossal mansions that make the modern-day billionaires' abodes look positively pedestrian. These mansions, flaunting every decadent detail, were more than just homes. They were potent symbols of an era steeped in wealth. With that said, sit back in your luxurious wall-to-wall Gilded Age library of the finest books in the world, grace us with a like as it helps the almighty Gilded algorithm, and enjoy as we describe the 5 most opulent Gilded Age mansions in New York you can still visit today. Number 5. The Frick Collection, New York City. When you first lay eyes on the Frick Collection, located on the Upper East Side of New York City, it's easy to see why it's become one of the city's most beloved landmarks. This grand mansion, meticulously designed in the beaux-arts architectural style, is an emblem of the Gilded Age's grandeur. This style, originating from France's revered École des Beaux-Arts, became a favorite among New York's Gilded Age moguls, thanks to its inherent ability to manifest wealth and status through architecture. Beaux-Arts often featured grand stairways, large-scale sculptures, and lavish decorative finishes. All these elements spoke to an aesthetic of excess and grandeur, making it a natural choice for the barons eager to impress. Add to this the grandiose scale that Beaux-Arts allowed, coupled with its ability to create a seamless blend of indoor and outdoor spaces, and it's clear why it was the go-to choice for the Gilded Age's elite. Thus, in the case of the Frick Collection, this isn't just a house, it's a monument to the prosperity of an era. Our man behind that splendor was none other than Henry Clay Frick, an industrial titan who made his fortune in the steel industry. Frick, you see, was not a man to do things by half. No, he was someone who craved the best of everything. And this, his New York residence, commissioned in 1912, was his crowning jewel. Once a symbol of the industrialist's vast wealth, this mansion is now an esteemed art museum, open to the public and ready to be explored. You see, when you step inside the Frick Collection, you're stepping into a world of exquisite beauty and opulence. The mansion is home to one of the world's most magnificent collections of old master paintings, with works by Rembrandt, Vermeer, and Turner, just to name a few. If you appreciate art or history, or simply jaw-dropping splendor, the Frick Collection should be at the top of your list. Number 4. The Olana State Historic Site, Hudson. Let's move north from New York City to Hudson, New York, where we find the Olana State Historic Site, a bit of a wild card in the lineup of Gilded Age mansions. This isn't your typical Victorian manor, oh no. Olana is an exotic jewel box, a home inspired by a delightful blend of Victorian aesthetics and Persian design elements. It's like a trip to the Far East without ever leaving the Empire State. Designed by its owner, the illustrious landscape artist Frederick Edwin Church, the mansion captures his extraordinary artistic vision. It brims with lavish details, Persian carpets draped over Victorian furniture, exotic patterns adorning the walls, hand-painted ceilings echoing Middle Eastern motifs, and vibrant stained glass windows. Thus, Church's deep fascination with international design is evident in every corner. Each room presents a unique tableau, marrying Victorian opulence with the allure of the Far East. The result is a captivating home that mirrors Church's artistic genius and paints a vivid picture of his extravagant lifestyle and diverse tastes. From its stenciled wallpapers to its vast collection of Eastern artifacts, Olana is a stunning example of Church's bold fusion of Western and Eastern design. Today, Olana stands as a state historic site that attracts thousands of visitors annually. It's managed with the same dedication to detail and grandeur that Church put into its creation, providing an immersive journey through a key era of American art and history. When you visit, and I wholeheartedly recommend that you do, don't miss the breathtaking panoramic views from the mansion's tower, where you'll be rewarded with sweeping vistas of the Hudson River Valley. Tours are offered Wednesday through Sunday, guiding visitors through Church's life, work, and the extraordinary home that reflects his unique vision. A place where art, history, and architecture merge in a display of Gilded Age grandeur, Olana is an unexpected delight waiting to be explored. Number 3. Vanderbilt Mansion, Hyde Park. Traveling along the Hudson River, we arrive at the grand Vanderbilt Mansion in Hyde Park, a site that screams Gilded Age in bold capital letters. This 54-room mansion, designed in the aforementioned beaux-arts architectural style, speaks through stone to the power and wealth that the Vanderbilts wielded at the height of their influence. Let me give you a brief glimpse into the Vanderbilt family's unimaginable wealth. They weren't just rich, they were owning the majority of America's railroads, rich. They were the embodiment of the American dream in its most opulent form, accruing wealth that made them one of the nation's most prominent families. Oh, and let's not overlook the stunning landscape designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, the genius behind New York City's Central Park. Together, they create an awe-inspiring spectacle of grandeur. The Vanderbilt Mansion today is part of the National Park Service, preserved in all its glory for the public to admire. It's a time capsule of the Gilded Age, offering a window into the life of the 1% of the 1% and the sheer extravagance that came with such wealth. Visitors are welcome to explore this historic site 7 days a week from sunrise to sunset. You can walk through the lavish rooms, marvel at the detailed woodwork and imported marble, or simply stroll through the meticulously planned gardens. It's a first-hand experience of an era where wealth was displayed in the most ostentatious ways possible. Number 2. Lyndhurst Tarrytown. Just south of Hyde Park, in Tarrytown, New York, stands the stunningly unique Lyndhurst Mansion. A castle-like estate, Lyndhurst is an architectural gem of the Gothic Revival style, a stark departure from the more typical beaux-arts mansions of the Gilded Age. With its soaring turrets, intricate carvings, and pointed arches, the mansion is the stuff of fairy tales, albeit fairy tales tinged with an edge of somber sophistication. The tale of Lyndhurst intertwines with the story of Jay Gould, the railroad magnate and notorious robber baron. Gould, whose wealth was only matched by his ruthlessness in business, acquired Lyndhurst in 1880, adding his own touches of luxury and grandeur. The mansion changed hands within the Gould family for several generations, each leaving their mark on this incredible property. Today, Lyndhurst operates as a museum, offering visitors a glimpse into the glamorous and at times infamous lives of its former owners. It's also a chance to appreciate the architectural craftsmanship of the era, preserved in stunning detail. The mansion is open to the public from April to December, with guided tours available to take you through the estate's rich history and intricate design. When planning your visit, be sure to explore the mansion's interior, from the grand picture gallery filled with European paintings to the Gothic-style dining room where Gould entertained his esteemed guests. And don't miss the chance to wander the 67-acre estate, where you'll find a variety of greenhouses, an impressive rose garden, and views of the Hudson that will take your breath away. Number 1. Oheka Castle, Huntington. At the zenith of our list of Gilded Age spectacles is the jaw-dropping Oheka Castle, nestled in Huntington, Long Island. We're talking the second-largest private home in the United States, a veritable titan of a mansion boasting 127 rooms spread over a whopping 109,000 square feet. Just imagine the spring cleaning. Our maestro behind this opulent masterpiece was Otto Hermann Kahn, a financier with a penchant for the high life. Born in Germany, Kahn emigrated to America and rose to become one of the wealthiest men of his time. His fortune, derived from banking and investment, was funneled into building Oheka Castle, his very own sanctuary of splendor, and oh, what a sanctuary it is. Today, the grandeur of the Oheka Castle lives on, as the mansion serves as a luxury hotel and event venue. Fancy a night in a real-life castle, or perhaps planning your wedding to rival the extravagance of royal nuptials. Oheka Castle is at your service. Guests are invited to explore the sweeping grounds, take in the breathtaking views of the estate, and enjoy the timeless elegance of the mansion's design and decor. When visiting, be sure not to miss the meticulously manicured French gardens, an homage to the palaces of Versailles. Take a stroll along the castle's terraces for a bird's-eye view of the expansive estate, and perhaps a tour of the mansion's interior, where you'll see firsthand the level of detail that went into its construction. In a nutshell, Oheka Castle is the epitome of Gilded Age opulence. A marvel of architecture, a beacon of history, and a haven of luxury, it's a shining example of an era brimming with unparalleled wealth and glamour. And now, we'd like to see you in the comments. Have you been to any of these regal estates, or are planning a trip to one soon? We'd love to hear from you. And thanks again for joining us here at Old Money Mansions. Until next time.